My name is Howard Washington, and I'm the lead director and creative director here at Elevated Dance Headquarters. Also the founder too. So my household and community environment, it was kind of traditional. We moved around a little bit, didn't really meet dance until I was about in 7th grade. An usher took his chain and threw it around his neck and caught it while gliding. That was life-changing. A family by the name of the Stavrovs kind of embraced me, a white family, where the totem pole was different, where as a black man, it was like, you know, a black family, we felt like we're black. So we not only have the quote unquote white culture against us, or white society, or mainstream America against us, but we had our own people. So there was a war within a war. But when I would go to this, their battles and wars were different. Find this happy middle ground where you love who you are. You're the best version of you, and let everybody else adapt and mold to that versus you trying to mold and adapt to everybody else. Because if that's the case, I would be your typical black dude over here trying to be whatever. And then over here, I would change up my dialect and I would try to fit in, you know, and that I couldn't do that. So then I made what I learned over here in this culture cool. I don't know if people know, but I started off as a PE teacher for 2 years in a urban charter school. I was assistant principal for about 4 years. Then I became principal urban charter school for 2 years. So I was able to see so much, where we went wrong, what we did right, everything. It was a program I created called E Squared. And then the biggest thing that we talked about with our teachers during the professional developments were application. So could they, whatever they were learning, could they apply it? Could they go home and teach it? That's the most important thing. If not, they're gonna lose the information. Were they excited to go home and teach their parents? We did something called Parent University, where the parents were required to come in and sit in a class so they knew the type of learning and education that their child was going through. They knew the structure. The one thing that I missed throughout my whole entire childhood, which pissed me off so much, I never learned about an HBCU until I got to college. You know, as I started to become more of an entrepreneur and have my name in Cleveland, it was like, I started to see more of that black excellence circle around me to ensure my stability. There's that competitive nature, there's that competitive spirit, there's that hope. They call it Negro spiritual. Whereas like no matter what, no matter how many whips, no matter how many broken bones, you keep pushing through, you never buckle, you keep going. No matter how much you ruin it for yourself, you still keep trying. You don't give up no matter what. And I respect that. So now, taking everything I learned from my beautiful white friends and taking everything I learned from the ugly white friends and everything I learned from the ugly black friends and taking everything I learned from the beautiful black friends and putting it all together, it's like now you got Howard Washington who's trying to make a whole new lane for these babies that's coming up, for all the other Howard Washingtons or all the other creatives that want to just live in this happy middle. So